Your Excellencies, trade and investment remains one of the strongest pillars of our bilateral relations, anchored within the African Union mechanisms and framework, including the free movement of persons, protocol, and the Africa Continental Free Trade Area. The African continent remains a priority trading platform for us all, as demonstrated by the AfCFTA, with 98% of our countries having already ratified and are on course to implement. Kenya, one of the pilot countries in the implementation of the AfCFTA, exported its first goods of locally made car batteries and tea to Ghana in October 2022. We recognize the need to collaborate in mapping beneficial strands in the economic and trade engagements between our countries towards the full realization of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area as the apex of regional integration. This is guided by the belief that it is possible to foster increased volumes of trade among African countries by jointly working to eliminate barriers emanating from closed borders, strict visa requirements, and closed airspace to facilitate the free movement of persons and goods to elevate our trade and economic growth. Your Excellencies, I am happy to note that under the framework of the African Union, Kenya was honored to host, on behalf of the African Union, the 5th mid-year coordination meeting, that is in July 2023, and the inaugural Africa Climate Summit in September 2023. I wish to extend my appreciation to each and every one of you for the support you accorded us that made the two conferences successful and with good outcomes for our region. Climate change threatens the lives and livelihoods of over 100 million people in extreme poverty in our continent. Global warming has contributed immensely to the reduction in water essential for agricultural production, causing food insecurity, poverty, and population displacement. In Kenya alone, more than 3 million people live with food insecurity, and many have been displaced. Climate change is a global problem requiring global solutions, but Africa is enduring the most of this crisis. The inaugural Africa Climate Summit of 2023 held in Nairobi served as a basis for Africa's common position in the global climate change process to COP28 and beyond. Subsequently, both the Nairobi Declaration of 2023 and COP28 laid ground for a swift, just, and equitable transition underpinned by deep emissions cut and scaled-up climate finance. It is high time that we as Africa take bold steps and take lead in actions that are geared to mitigating rising impact of climate change by taking personal initiatives to plant trees and increase tree cover, purposefully push for sufficient allocation of our national budgets to the kitty for management and prevention of disasters that arise from climate change. As we are aware, the government of Kenya is committed to planting trees, more than 15 billion trees by 2032. I salute you, the African Diplomatic Corps, who participated on the National Tree Planting Day on 13th November 2023. We have an obligation to safeguard our continent for our future generation, and the time to do so is now.